Well, hello there, folks. How y'all doing? This is Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Aero Modelers Field in Avon Park, Florida. Here it is, the 17th. Wait a minute, 16th. This is the 18th of June, 2023. I'm gonna take Bigfoot here, our mythological creature. Timer set for 5.5 minutes. It's a little bit windy. It's actually a whole lot windy. It's 15 to 20 right now. Little knife edge here with Bigfoot. Love them lights. You can really see it, especially coming at me right now. Bigfoot has the vector stabilization in it. This I bought at Hobbyzone, wonderful people at Hobbyzone, on one of their scratch and dent sales. And the only thing I could see wrong with it was the battery hatch had a few Mars to it. Other than that, there's absolutely nothing wrong. But just a great plane that you can almost fly backwards with. But into the wind, that's to be expected. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? Here, don't need flaps, but we're going to put them in just to see if I can spot land her on this black control line. Whoop. All right, we're gonna try that again. Flaps up. I guarantee you, with grass and that tough plane, there ain't no damage to her. But let me change my perspective a little bit, and let's just see if we can't land. Whoa! Hey, wind! Come on, plane. Let's see if we can't land. I think that's like a landing spot for a drone or something. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't turn my motor off before I touched that plane. All right, that's basically right into the wind there. Let's try that again. I'm running a 2700 Hobby Star, just so you know, 3S. Let's see if I can't. Hey! I touched the skirkle. Well, you know I gotta do that again. That was so much fun. All right, let's try doing it again, but no landing flaps this time. This is where you can have some fun with some wind. Almost high alpha are in. Ah, so close. All right, let's try it again. You know I gotta try it again. Ah. It's like, okay, come on, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Come on, baby. Hey! Hey! There we go, a nice little knife edge here. Oh, that was fun. All right, I got 2.5 minutes. Let's bring her in nice. Do a nice little grass landing here. There, walk the dog a little bit. This kindergartner's living with his papa, right, his grandfather, and he comes home from kindergarten one day. He'd been, you know, going to school a couple of days, about a week or so, and papa meets him at the front door and says, "Boy, how was your day at school?" And he said, "Well, papa, I'll tell you right now, I'm sick to death of school." He said, "All they ever do is talk about is sex." He said, "Hold on now, boy. You're going to have to explain now. You're in the kindergarten. What do you mean they're talking about sex?" He said, "Oh, come on, papa. You've been around. You know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know it's cheesy. But that is an example of I'm walking the dog here, but that's an example of how can you tell when you're completely comfortable with the plane, is when you can stand there and hold a conversation and maybe even tell a joke or two while you're flying it. Because and I did that on purpose, because what I'm trying to show is every pilot, beginner, newbie, experienced, the number one thing that you are striving for in this RC plane world, and it works, I guess it'd be the same with drones too, is you're trying to develop the feel. Now, I didn't even have to use the elevator. Them takeoff flaps are perfect. You're trying to develop the feel. And what I mean by that is, it's not how the airplane feels in your hands, how the transmitter feels in your hands. It's how the plane feels coming through the transmitter. In other words, you can tell how the plane is flying by the way she reacts. I mean, I know that doesn't seem like, well, duh, yeah. It's something that's so hard to try to teach new pilots to how to attain that feel. But once you have it, you understand it. And it's, you know, people say, well, you know, you see people got a new plane and they're taking her up, and another pilot comes, well, how's she feel? How's she feel? Well, she feels great. She feels tail heavy. She feels nose heavy. You know, she's fighting me on the controls. Those are things that come with the reaction of combination of things: your intellect, the muscle memory, how you see things visually with the plane, you know, and just knowing understand the reaction. And kids that play video games, which is basically all kids, can learn be taught how to fly remote control planes very easily. Very easily. All right, because they've already kind of got a heads up on the feel, on that feel. They take a controller in their hands, they control an object that's way off on the screen, and they're able to predict and tell how that thing's going to react based upon the feel of that controller. And then the more they play, the better they get. That's why with RC planes, it is the same thing. It is the same difference. The only thing is that when this crashes and blows up, you're out a couple $100. You know, there is no reset button. Look at the wind pushing it back. There is no reset button on an RC plane unless you're in a simulator. You know, then you just hit it and take the plane and punch another one back up again. But with the RC plane in life, hey, you're disciplined. You fly it through your wallet. Basically, what I say, you fly it through your wallet, because you have to pay for the plane, and therefore when it crashes because you weren't paying attention, or you were doing something risky, you know, or you just made a genuine mistake, there's no reset button. It is back to repair or a new plane. All right, let's put the tail in the grass so she won't roll any further. The battery is a little bit warm. not too bad. I flew for 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay. Oh gosh, I got 57% left, and that was a 5.5 minute timer. Oh gosh, I could have flown for another 2.5 minutes easy if I would have been, you know, taking it easy. A good minute and a half with hard flying. But well, there you go, folks. That is the Arrows RC Bigfoot. You can get it at Hobbyzone. The only gripe, and like I say, I paid for this plane just like you paid for the plane. Am I an affiliate with Hobbyzone? Yes, I am. Full disclosure. If you buy this plane and use my link, I do get a little bit of commission. Hold on. Something on the lens. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I paid for this plane just like you do. Okay? It was, I think, $189 on sale because of the scratch and dent, I think. But I paid $189 for it. Okay? And I paid the full asking price for it, you know. So understand, when I tell you that, hey, this plane's got a problem, I don't have to worry about them being mean to me. Dan there at Hobbyzone, he made it very clear. When I do a review, he said, if the plane's a piece of crap, say it's a piece of crap, but give your opinion as to why. Why you think there's a problem, you know. That way they can fix it, you know. And if it's great, then say it's great. Okay? I mean, they don't want to keep running and selling a plane that ain't no good. That's why they have reviewers like me who have no problem paying for a plane full price, but then we get a little kickback when you buy it with our link. I'm full disclosure. Okay, I do. If you buy this plane or any of the Arrows products that I have, you see Fat Guy Flies RC across the top, I get a little commission. I mean, it ain't like, you know, pay my mortgage type commission. It's, you know, a couple bucks, but it adds up, you know. What I don't like about the plane is the wheels are very, very hard. Okay, they do not seem to soften up with time. And as you can see around the battery hatch, the paint's already, that's just water based, and every time you touch it with your nail, you know, you're taking a little chip of paint. So get you some color match. What you can do, and I've done this, take this battery hatch with you down to Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever you can, and they can put a scanner on this and give you a little pint of color match touch-up paint that will be exactly this shade of red for like $8, and that's enough to last you for 89 planes the rest of your life. And then color match the black, and you get the right shade of black. And yes, there are more than one shades of black, and that way you can just touch that up. The other thing, put you a nice coat of polyacrylic on there, and that way it'll help with the with things just like that, just like my thumbnail chipping away at the paint. But yeah, that's my only two gripes, is the water-based paint chips off real easily, but there's ways around that. And the wheels itself are very, very hard. Now, in other words, other thing, keep an eye on the lock nuts, or the nuts that hold on that the gear. They'll come loose on you, and next thing you know, you're throwing a wheel. So you don't want to do that. Just keep an eye on those. But that should be part of your post-flight check anyways. When you get home, you should be looking, you know, pulling on those control surfaces, just tug on them a little bit, make sure you don't have any tears in the foam, make sure the hinges are in good shape, make sure that, you know, the wheel axles are good and tight, you know, and everything, and the wheels turn freely. And just, you know, check the plane over, you know, because you might catch something there at the house or in your man cave or your shop and save you the plane from crashing when she's 100 feet in the air, and next thing you know, you're like, well, what happened? You don't want that. What happened? You want to cut that off before it ever happens. So y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And that was my rant. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and planes. Bye-bye.